What's going on, people? We are Tottenham TV back here for another emergency stream for you guys because we have got an announcement. The club has made an announcement. And as you can see, he's finally there on the overlay. Jan-Paul van Hecke, £52 million signing from Brighton and Hove Albion has been announced by the club today. And, you know, you asked me earlier on today, am I getting nervous? Am I getting jittery? I was, but there's no need to be nervous anymore because he is signed, sealed, and delivered. And we'll get into all how the club announced it and stuff. But, yeah, it's just fantastic. Initial reactions, I'm delighted with it, particularly after the Vuskovic performance yesterday. I think I'm even more delighted with it. But it's important to note that is 52 million, 20% sell-on fee, but that 20% is only on profit made. So only if we sell him above 52 million, Brighton get any sell-on fee percentage. So I doubt we're ever going to sell him above 52 million.
Yeah, and also what's crazy about this deal is Brighton have a 20% sell-on from NAC Breda, who they bought him from, and that makes Van Hecke their record sale now because he's 4.2 million they're getting, and that's the record fee they've ever gotten. So that's pretty crazy. Well, is that Tottenham's pants down? Because I can see their balls on the table in this transfer window. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. Daniel Levy can go do what you go laugh away. He can do what he wants because at the end of the day, he's going to be in a Tottenham shirt next season. We've got a top centre back through the door. I'm delighted that we've made this signing. He's been one of the best centre backs for me, especially outside the top six. He's one of the best centre backs in the league. He's going to be a very, very good replacement for Cuti Romero when he eventually leaves. I think that. I think we've got a really good signing. I think what's even more important is someone that ZERBI wants. It's someone that ZERBI has asked for, and we've not.
His son.
Exactly, the ZERBI's son. We've got him through the door. It's not. We haven't dawdled. We haven't waited till the final day of the window. We haven't made him miss pre-season. Or he's going to be missing a bit of it anyway through the World Cup. But we haven't left it to the final days of the window. We haven't risked missing out on him to rivals. We haven't risked him signing a new contract. We've just, paid the fee, got him over the line. Yes, we've paid a bit of a premium, but we've got a premium centre back, and that's kind of how I see it. I think he's a brilliant player. I'm delighted we've got him through the door, and I think it's really exciting signing. I think there's been lots of rumours about him in Chelsea and Liverpool, and I really thought he was destined for one of those teams for a couple of years. But the fact that even though we've finished back-to-back 17th, we've been able to bare our teeth a bit in this transfer window, show that even though we've been a bit of a mess on the pitch, we do intend to be go in a different direction off the pitch next season. And it looks like Jan has bought into that. So I'm absolutely delighted. And look, he's a really good player.
Exactly. Look, at the end of the day, I don't give a shit how much money we pay for him. As long as we get the players through the door and good quality players at that. This is what we've been calling for so long. We're sitting here, what is it, third day of the transfer window? We've got Senesi through the door. We've got Van Hecke through the door. We've got Robertson through the door. We're proper stacked and loaded with quality in the back line. And, I mean, I can't believe we're sitting here on the third or fourth day, whatever it is in the window, and we've got all these players over the line already. Like, what sort of parallel universe are we living in right now where we've got cover at left back, we've got cover at left centre back, Romero's not even out the door yet, and we've already replaced him. Like, this isn't Tottenham I know.
Tottenham are moving mad. As our THFC puts it well, what the heck? What the heck? What is going on at this football club? I think clearly we've been spooked by the last season of finishing. We can't. The season before we did finish 17th, but we won the Europa League, we got away with it. So we got Champions League football. There was the air of progression because we broke the trophy drought, even though it was a horrendous season in the league. You could kind of gloss over it, saying, things are going to be very different. We got Champions League football. We broke the Spursy drought with the trophy. So even though that season was awful domestically, there was kind of still a sense at the end of the season, okay, maybe we could be on the up. And then last season, okay, it was clear there's something seriously wrong going on here. And, if we don't do something drastic, we could actually get relegated if we don't really seriously address what the hell's going on at this football club. And I think that really spooked and scared the life out of this ownership, if I'm being honest. And I think they've looked at the situation and think things need drastic surgery. The operations need to be drastically changed. We need to be operating in a completely different way. And there are signs that that's what they're doing, and they're kicking into gear here.
Yeah, look, these last 2 years, particularly in the league, have been an absolute nightmare. They've been horrendous, worse than we could have ever imagined, 3 years ago. But it does feel like we're coming out the other end now. It feels like the worst. We've been through the worst now of this kind of so-called, I don't even know if you call it a painful rebuild, but whatever this last 2 years has been, I think we're through the worst of it now, and it looks like we're coming through the other side, making good signings, making smart decisions. We'll have to see how the rest of the transfer window goes, but this is a damn good start to sort out this defence. And we're stacked right back. We got 2 good options, right centre back. We got 2 good options in every position in defence now. So now we got to move on. We need to get to that midfield. We need to get to that attack and have the same dynamic in the different areas of the pitch, and then we'll be rocking and rolling to go for next season. So let's get all this business done. But this is all a very good start, and I'm delighted with the business that we've done so far. And you know what? Like, people go, oh, it's an overpayment, 52 million for Van Hecke. And in isolation, it is. I agree. But if you said to me a year ago, you bring in Senesi, Van Hecke, and Robertson for 52 million,
great business.
That's not too bad at all, is it?
It's great. Even just Senesi and Van Hecke, just those two, 52 million for 2 centre backs who, in different circumstances, could be costing near 100 million to get them both in. So yes, again, it's an overpayment. Levy can laugh all he likes. I don't really give a shit. At the end of the day, his mentality got us to where we were, which was in the relegation and in the relegation zone period of the season and near the bottom of the table, and even before that in the wilderness, just directionless, not knowing what kind of club we want to be. That's because of how he ran the club, because he had to win every single negotiation, because every negotiation had to be dragged out to the final days of the window so he could get the best feature. He could say he got one over on the chairman, so he could say I won. His ego, not what was best for the football club, not so we could get the best players in to suit the manager. And in the long run, what did it do? He saved a few pennies here and there, but then how much did we lose? How much did we lose with his? How much did we lose from league positions in winning or trophies or whatever, because he wanted to win every negotiation? And Levy can talk all he likes, but he paid 35 million for Basuma with 1 year left on his deal. So did he get his pants pulled down, or is it different for him? So look, for me, yes, I don't. It's an overpayment, but at the end of the day, come game week 1, he's already going to be ingrained at Tottenham. He's going to have had some time already with ZERBI. We've got him early. He's settled. He's going to now be talking with Van de Ven for the whole rest of the summer about what it's like at Tottenham and getting used to the idea. There's no uncertainty. He's not going to be rushed in September 1st. Even Van de Ven was signed, a couple of days before the start of the window, start of the season. And he had to play on one training session, if I believe. So I don't care if we've paid early. Also, if we had a certain budget before the start of the window, if we allocated 52 million for 2 centre-backs, I think that would have been fine, wouldn't it? I think we probably would have allocated more. So to have paid that, you had to pay them money. And look, at the end of the day, people can say Brian have pulled our pants down, but who's Van Hecke going to be playing for the next season? Is it Tottenham or Brian? Well, if we're beating Brighton and Van Hecke's playing in a masterclass, are they going to say, we pulled their pants down for the extra 10 million? No one's going to care.
Forget that idiot. Forget what he says. The reality is, right, how much has he spent? The last 3 centre-back signings that we've bought through the club, Kevin Danso, Kota Takai, and Radu Dragoshin, right? I think those are the last 3 centre-backs that we've... How much were they total?
So who that again? Kota, Radu, and who?
And Danso.
Yeah, they were 50, 60 odd million total.
Exactly. I know what I'd prefer. I'd prefer.
He spent 42
Celeste.
million on Davinson Sanchez, for fuck's sake.
Exactly. You know what I mean? So
Just that
forget
for
what that
inflation.
idiot,
That's about 70 million nowadays.
forget what that idiot says. It means nothing what he says. He has driven this club into the ground. Let's hope these guys can resurrect it from what it's been through the last couple of years. But look, I'm just delighted to get this signing through the door. I can't wait to see who's next and what's going to happen next. But let's go and see how the club did announce it. So let me just bring this up. Yeah, there we go. So they brought up this video first.
Yeah, everyone's wondering, is this guy Dutch? What's going on here? I don't remember him playing for Tottenham. That's what everyone was saying at the beginning of the video. Oh, is he gone? There you go. I can't hear it. Can you hear it?
I can hear it, yeah.
You can hear it. I can't. Can you? Can the chat hear it?
Should be able to.
I can't hear it. No sound.
Can't hear it. Not really sure how to bring the sound up, to be honest.
1 minute. Where is it? Do you have to add sound?
No, I don't think so. We'll just go on without the sound. So basically, it was this guy. He's a Spurs fan, been a Spurs fan his whole life, and he was just saying what it means to be a Spurs fan. And somehow they relayed that to Jan-Paul van Hecke, and they just got him announcing it, basically.
Well, they know because he's the graphic designer for Tottenham. He designs all the graphics for the new
is that
players.
who he is?
That's who he is. And he said that he was just relating because his father passed away recently. And he was just saying how proud his dad would have been that he's going to be announcing or being part of the announcement for a brand new Spurs player and how much it means to him. So it was actually really touching, I have to say. Well played. His name was Woodsy. I think Tottenham knocked it out of the park again. I was expecting a Van der Vaart or an Edgar Davids, but I was pleasantly surprised. I thought it was another great video from Tottenham. They've been smashing out of the park. Yeah,
these announcements have been great. I was fully expecting Van der Ven to be in that first video, handing him a shot. But look, you see the name there? No number.
No number.
What number is he going to be?
I think we're either waiting for Paulinho to make a decision or Pape, because his other number at Brighton was 29. I mean, obviously, it doesn't have to be 6 or 29, but that's probably what I'm thinking. He probably wants number 6. That was Paulinho last season. His backup number may be 29, and they're both taken at the moment. So I guess we have to wait for him to make a decision, or for us to make a decision on those players. Sorry. Because it's telling, isn't it? The only player we announced the number is Senesi, and we have known that and that number's vacant. So,
yeah, exactly. Then Spurs tweeted this saying, "We are delighted to announce the signing of Jan-Paul van Hecke." And then he said this, and look at that shiner that he's got in his eye.
Yeah, man. I know. Looks to be healing though, because how it was against Japan was horrendous.
It's a big dream come true to join Tottenham. Mickey already told him some great things.
And he said Mickey.
This is actually Mickey's shirt that he gave to him.
Yeah, I was about to say they sent him out a Tottenham shirt. But yeah, Mickey had one on hand. Do you reckon Mickey went to the World Cup with it? I know what's going to happen.
Yeah,
so,
100%.
I'm taking his spare one.
Then this is the next chapter in his story. Then this NAC Breda. So only 16 games for NAC, Brighton decided to sign him for like 1.5 million. That's some markup, 1.5 million to 52 million.
What a signing.
Heronveen on loan, Blackburn on loan, and 13 caps for the Netherlands as well. And he'll be in action in a few days' time. And this is a quote. Mickey said it's such a big club. The fans are really nice and there are really good people in the club. He only told me good things about the club and it really helps. So now I have a really good impression of how the club is and I'm really looking forward to meeting everyone. Well, he might have a good impression. Wait till he gets here.
He's going to say after he walks through the door, he goes, you know what? I thought I had some ideas of the problems outside. And no, you don't see it until you get in there, what it's really like.
Exactly. And then this was the statement on the website. Van Hecke joins from Brighton. We are delighted to announce the signing of Jan-Paul van Hecke, an experienced Netherlands international. He joins from Brighton and Hove Albion and has signed a long-term contract with the club. Jan-Paul said it's a huge honour to become a Spurs player, and when you join such a big club, it's a dream come true. I already have a really strong connection with the head coach, who I'm looking forward to working with again. Mickey has also told me some great things about the club, and I can't wait to get started. I've been to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium as an opposition player, and now I'm looking forward to walking out in front of our fans wearing the Spurs shirt. That will be a special moment. And here we go again with the quotes from Johan Lang. And Johan Lang says, Jan-Paul is an outstanding defender who has excelled in the Premier League and at international level, and someone who we've been tracking for a number of years. As well as his technical qualities and strong defensive instincts, he also has the maturity, character, and professionalism that we look for when recruiting players. As we continue to build our squad, it is important to bring in players who can contribute immediately while also being a part of our long-term vision. Jan-Paul fits that profile perfectly, and we're excited about what he'll bring to the team. ZERBI, let's see what ZERBI said. He said, Jan-Paul is someone I know very well from our time together at Brighton. I'm delighted to be working with him again. He is strong, intelligent centre-back who is brave in possession and plays with personality. Those are important qualities for the way I want my team to step up. Off the pitch, he is mature, a leader, and has hunger to learn and improve every day. Jan-Paul has made great progress over the past 5 years, and I believe he can develop even further here at Tottenham Hotspur. And then it just goes on to talk about what he's done in the game so far. So, yeah, big words there from Roberto De Zerbi. And do you think he talked about his leadership? Do you think he comes into the leadership group straight away?
Maybe they see him as one of the leaders, potentially. I don't know if he was one of the captains of Brighton or anything, but does he become hard to look? Because who would it be, I guess? I guess he probably does. Let's say Paulinho doesn't rejoin, you're probably looking at Mickey van der Ven, you're probably looking at Maddison. I mean, yeah. Porro. Robertson, yeah.
Probably Ben.
Do they need two Dutch centre-backs on the leadership group?
Why not?
Why not? Then I don't know if you want to share the screen again, but they've just Holland have just the Netherlands have just posted a picture on congratulating Van Hecke, and they've posted a picture with him and Mickey.
Account
on the I liked it. It's on the liked tweets.
All right, let's bring that up. Oh, I love that. Absolutely love that. Let's share that screen for sure. There you go. Look at that smile on Mickey's face. Look at that smile on Mickey's face. JP and Mickey in defence. Congrats on signing for Spurs. Love that.
Agent Mickey got one over the line. Phenomenal.
Man, I swear, if only Javi Simmons was in this World Cup.
I know.
Man. It would have been so good.
And you know what? Would have been done June a lot earlier.
Another Jan at centre back as well, so you can't go wrong with a Jan at centre back.
Serves us well before. He's got big shoes to fill when it comes to previous Jans, but I believe he's got it in him. This is a quality player. I think he's grown so much. I had big doubts about him when he was first starting at Brighton. When he was first in the team, I was like, this guy, he's slow. I don't know how good he is. I thought it was a bit of a liability, and then to see how he's grown and become one of the top centre backs, it's been amazing. And now that we've got a chance to get him in our team, I'm delighted, absolutely delighted. And I think, look, with all the talk that's been around this summer about him, Vuskovic, and what to do, look, at the end of the day, we've landed a very good player, and I think we've gone in the right direction.
Yeah, absolutely. I can't wait to see him get started at Tottenham Hotspur. But that is the announcement. £52 million signing. Jan-Paul van Hecke signed, sealed, and delivered. And I can't wait to see what's next, people. Busy start to the transfer window. Let's hope we carry on in this vein and keep signing players. And it was interesting. Ben Jacobs was talking earlier and he was just reaffirming the fact that Spurs are going to be able to go massive in this transfer window because we're not in Europe and we don't have to abide by those financial obligations.
Yeah, so there is an opportunity, with obviously being out of Europe, you're not getting the European money, but you also, on the flip side, you're not beholden to the European FFP. So that gives you that little bit of an advantage and that little bit of leeway if you do want to spend more. So that's something we have to use this summer. We have to take full advantage of it, and it seems as though Tottenham are maybe willing to do so. Whether we do it or not, come the end of the window, and we're all delighted with all the business we've done, we'll have to wait and see. But I do think there's a willingness to invest. I believe that.